Hello and welcome to Making Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy kit building, making electronic circuits and other do-it-yourself projects, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the Vogurtime VT-10. This is a do-it-yourself FM transmitter kit. I got this off Amazon for a total of $17.99. Now in the past, Vogurtime kits have been pretty amazing, great components, everything is a solid build. I'm very happy with this company, so I decided to get this. So let's check it out. It comes in a yellow padded envelope. Cut the top off. See what we can get inside. Here we are. Set that aside there. So I haven't opened this up yet, so let's take a look. It comes in a Ziploc bag. Vogurtime, fun project, fun time. Nice how that rhymes. Yeah, there's a picture of it. Pretty cool. Instruction manual. Nice. Looks like we got some parts all bagged up nicely. Cool. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we get. Now I'm going to use a little paper board here. That way we don't lose anything. So I'm going to just lower this down. And we'll see what we get inside the bag here. Yeah. So they say this kit is pretty good. 0 to 100 meters. So I'm guessing if you're outside and there's no obstructions, you probably get the higher result. They tell you to take it outdoors anyway to get the best reception. I think it's going to be pretty neat for distance. Also, it includes a microphone, so we'll have to see how that goes. Let's go open this up. Microphone, yeah, I saw that in the listing. This is the first time I've opened this up. So we get a AA battery holder, 2 AA battery. Okay. We get a display. This is going to show our frequency display. There you go, like that. Now the frequency is 87 to 108, and I guess you can choose the frequency. That's nice. That's good for that. Okay, just gonna go ahead and just dump all this out here. We got some nice colorful instructions. Their instructions are top notch. Probably the best I've seen in a kit. They do offer a PDF, I believe, download. We'll see if it says it in here. We'll look at this manual in a second. Let's look over the parts first. Parts are fun. We get a little antenna. It swivels. Nice. Telescopic. Now, I will measure that out when we do the final build in this video. So I'll have some dimensions on the project and this antenna. Give you an idea. That's pretty neat. Looks like we got some standoffs, probably for the battery bay there. Okay, so we got some parts. We have a line-in jack, probably for the microphone, and auxiliary in, like from another radio. We have some resistors, high quality, nice. We got some disc capacitors, two electric lytic capacitors, a crystal, a switch there. Couple switches. We got some momentary and slide switch, probably to turn it on and off, and to do the settings. And I think there's an inductor in there. Let's see, is there an inductor? Yeah, there we go. The green one there is an inductor. Cool. Nice. So there's the parts. Set that aside there. Let's see what else we got. They include a patch cable, stereo patch. So we'll have to see if this thing broadcasts FM stereo. I'm not expecting it to for $17.99, but if it does, awesome. See what else we get. Lavalier microphone. There it is. So yeah, nice. Yeah, look at this here. This is usually like a $10 piece on its own. Got a little clip there. Got a nice long length to it. There you go. Yeah. So you can broadcast your voice. You can become your own DJ. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. I don't know how cool that'll be, but who knows? Let's get to the PCB. All right. So I like to use black. It's pretty nice. That's the back side. So up to the front, there we go, a little close up. Spot for the frequency display there. Antenna. There's our inductor, 120 microhenries, nice. Crystal. We got a surface mount chip. Wow, that's really small. I don't think my camera's gonna be able to focus in on that. So that's nice. There's no way I don't think I could solder that in. Those are pretty small connections. Here we have another IC. Again, having a hard time getting that into focus. Let me see if I can move that light. Whatever best. Is that coming into focus? Come on. Well, you get the idea. Those are pre-soldered, which is nice. So yeah, we got that. We got a capacitor, resistors. Everything's clearly marked. It looks like a pretty easy build because there's not a ton of components on this board. And yeah, they make it very easy to solder too. Yeah, we got some more resistors. There's the 2 switches for changing frequency. Frequency up, frequency down. Turning on and off power. Nice. This might be the power input, I'm guessing, over here. And then I think the crystal should be staring right at me right there. I think I mentioned that. And some disc capacitor spots. So, but over the back side, like I showed you first. Yeah, so the pads look pretty easy to solder to. I don't think you have to pre-tin anything. And yeah, so pretty neat setup. Looking forward to building this. So yeah, that's that. We'll set that down. So let's look at the instructions. Yeah. Colorful instructions are always nice. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess just bring this up. I think it's just like one big page here. Let's go open this up. Instruction manual, principal overview. Here you go. Kind of talks about the microcontroller being used and the FM transmitter chip. Nice. So it looks like they're using quality components there. Those little surface mount chips, I'm glad they're soldered on. So there you go, talking a little bit about the product. Should you work with your FM radio kit? There you go. So yeah, if you built the FM radio kit, you can use this with that. Nice. And we also prepared a PDF version. You can download it there. If they don't respond, you can always email me and I'll send you the file. Not a problem. So let's go ahead and open this up. What else we got? The schematic design. If you guys are into wanting to know how they did it, there you go. Freeze frame. Whoop, there you go. Freeze frame it. Components list. Pretty much I went over that, but here is the components in a nutshell. There you go. Showing all the different things there. Pretty simple setup. Again, not a ton of components, so it should be pretty easy build for you guys. This is just a neat practice project and also something you can use. And I'm hoping that it broadcasts stereo, but if it doesn't, not a big deal because I could probably use this with my AM radios. Broadcasting in an RFI environment, I might be able to receive it near my computer with my FM radio. That's the way to do it. I used to do that with Zoomer Radio. How to read your capacitors. And down here, soldering and installation steps. There you go. Talk about what type of iron to use. That's nice to give you a little primer on that. So basic tools, knife tip, okay, soldering iron, screwdriver, pretty simple. You should have all that basic stuff around the house. See, all solder joints should be filled. Okay, so you get the idea how to solder those in. Now they're talking about what to do first. Typically, good instructions always start out with the smallest component to the largest component. That's way when you lay the board down, you're able to hold the part in place. If you can't, you can always tape it to the board. That's what I do. And the back side, it's going to go over all the different steps. Flip this here. So you got your step 2. I'm just going to show you, spend some time on the manual because if you lose your manual, you'll have mine for posterity. Wait, is it going across? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, step 2, step 3. Okay, step 4. Nice. We got step 5. Please pay attention. Yeah, orientation for that. You don't want to mess that up because that would be difficult to desolder and put in correctly. Step 6. There you go. Again, looks pretty simple to put together. Step 7, you're putting an antenna on. Nice. How to use the transmitter with a FM radio? Question mark. Okay, so install the batteries, toggle it on, turn the FM radio on. So it should be pretty neat. I'm hoping we can find a nice clear frequency and it matches up with my radio. I'll try it with a digital radio and then I'll try it with a analog radio, see which works the best. Short press the button, changes by 100 kilohertz stepping. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Nice way to fine tune it. And there you go. Okay, hope you will like our FM radio transmitter kit. Yeah, for $17.99, it's worth trying it out. Okay, so there it is. So I'm going to put all these in the frame here. Okay, so yeah, we'll go ahead and start building this kit. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to have pictures of the build process showing you step by step as I went, following their steps. And then we'll do a review and a demonstration. See how this works? All right, guys, we'll be back with those pictures of the build process. Here are pictures of the build process. For step 1, I populated the board with 6 resistors, 1 inductor, 3 ceramic capacitors, 1 monolithic capacitor, a crystal oscillator, and 2 momentary switches. In this next picture, for steps 2 through 5, I added a power switch, note orientation, the line-in jack, 2 electrolytic capacitors, note polarity, and a 4-digit display module, note orientation. In this last pictures, for steps 6 and 7, I attached the antenna and battery holder. So let's go to the table with the finished product. Here it is, the Vogurtime VT-10 FM transmitter kit is complete, and it does a fairly good job. I'm pretty impressed for my $17.99. Not only do you have fun building it, but it is useful. So let's check it out. I got a little stand holding it up here. Here we go. The Vogurtime. So as you can see, you got a 4-digit display. We got the switch. The orientation, there's a little notch here, and they show a little notch on the PCB there. See a little indentation there? I don't know if you can see that on the screening. You just got to make sure that that notch is to the left-hand side. Pretty simple. Switches can be put in any way. Resistors can be put in any direction. There's a monolithic capacitor, ceramic capacitor. Crystal can be put in either way. Inductor either way. Here's your electrolytic capacitors. Note the polarity. Negative is to the left-hand side of the board, and positive is to the right-hand side of the board. So the stripe to the left. Pretty simple there. Yeah, so the display, of course, no orientation. Just make sure these decimal points are at the bottom, towards the bottom of the board, not at the top. That makes a difference. So yeah, pretty simple setup. I really liked how everything went together. Very smooth. There wasn't many issues. I think there's one little issue you have to watch and be careful, and it's on the back, and I'll show you. There's the FM antenna. The FM antenna is 12 inches, by the way. Not bad. Get some distance. We'll talk about the distance in a little bit. The little distance test with this. On the back, you can see the 2 AA batteries. They're on standoffs, and I kind of braided the wire a little bit and wrapped it around and attached it to these 2 pads. Now, I made a mistake and attached it over here where it says ground and VC. Yeah, if you can see it in focus there. Yeah, don't put them there. It bypasses the switch is what that does. I think it's for programming something there, yeah. So, whoops. Come on to focus. Oh, it's focusing on this battery. So, the biggest problem you got to watch out for are these connections here. They're fairly close together. That's for your segmented LED display. Just be careful you don't run them together or bridge them. That's where you're going to run into issues there. And I believe on the line-in jack. Let's see on this side here. They say not to bridge those. Those aren't too bad. It's the other ones where I'd be very careful, these here. But those came out pretty nice. Again, very easy to put together. I'm very impressed. Let's go over some size, do a little size comparison. Cool thing is it's portable. It's got the batteries. It's awesome. I had it outside. Had some fun with it. Dimensions, we have it's about 3.5 inches high. We're 3.25 inches wide. And we have a depth, including the front components to the back battery bay here, of 1.75 inches. So not bad. So yeah, there's that. Let's go ahead and bring out the little size comparator. We have a deck of cards to give you an idea. I can bring this back up. Give you an idea. Yeah, I mean, it'd have a thin profile if it didn't have this here, but this is nice because this acts as a stand. So you can stand it like this, but since this is on video and I'm facing down, I have to prop it up. But yeah, it stands on its own really nicely. I like that. That's a great setup. And then let's see, I got a radio over here. CC pocket to give you an idea. Cool. So you could probably pack this in a soft case and take it with you. This could actually be a radio todderbert instead of me using my what is over here. Whoops. My C-Crane FM transmitter 2. I could be using this Vogurtime VT-10 in a pinch, which is great because it does. It broadcasts really nice, and we'll talk about that. So let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, I went outside. Now they said this is 100 meters. I extended the antenna. It's a 12-inch antenna, and I got about a range of about 80 meters or so, really close to 100. That's with a line of sight and holding my radio as high as I could with the aerial. They say you can extend the range by adding a little wire to this, so maybe try that. Try higher frequencies and longer wires, and just see if that helps you. I mean, shorter wire, excuse me. And then, just try different lengths of wire for the frequency you're on. Definitely worth doing and having fun with because you can change that frequency down to 100 kilohertz stepping, which is fantastic. Now, my unit is broadcasting in FM mono, but it sounds fantastic. Yours might be FM stereo. But mine's FM mono. No matter what I do, I couldn't get it to go to stereo, but that's okay. I'm really happy with what it turned out. I'm not going to be using this to broadcast stereo anyway. I'm going to be using it to broadcast old-time radio shows, no weather band. Yes, I'm going to see if I can show that to you guys. And I'm going to use this to broadcast AM stations in a noisy environment. It may help. I noticed if you put a radio with FM receiving this near a computer, you're going to have problems. So you may have to figure out a solution. I had my Skywave off to the side with the antenna extended, and it was picking this up no problem. It will go through a wall and it will go through a floor. but it won't go through multiple walls. It'll tend to block the signal a bit. So just giving you an idea, its output is probably less than this one here. Okay, I forget what this one is, like half watt or something. I don't know what this one is. I think it's pretty minimal, but expect it to be less than the C crane. But again, this is $17.99 and it works. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Show you that. Okay. Flip this up here. Try to figure out how to display this nicely here. So you turn this on. You're greeted with the frequency display. You got your line in. Now they give you the microphone, which is pretty cool. I was playing with the microphone a little bit. The best way to use the microphone is to cup your hands around it and talk into it, kind of like to really get the audible going. That's how you're going to amplify your sound. So if you got two of these kits and you're having fun and you're using, like, say, Sony Walkmans to receive and you got a headset going on, you'll pick it up like FM walkie-talkies. It's pretty neat. You could definitely do that. Come on, dude, stand up. This little thing to stand it up. Trying. Okay. So yeah, this microphone does work. It's just that there's no way to increase the gain on this, so you just kind of cup your hands around it and yell into it. Pretty much talk loud into it, and it works. It works great. I'm pretty impressed. So we're gonna use the patch cable. So I got my little mini patch cable that came with the kit, and we're gonna plug it in, and we're gonna demo this. So let's go ahead and I guess I should move this a little bit to here. Now to change the frequency, it's real simple. You got the two buttons on the front. So here we go, so it's changing it down. Now you can press and hold and it'll go quick. So that's nice. And of course, it's got the full range. So it'll go all the way down. So 87 to 108. So not bad. Yeah, so we're going to go back to 92.9, known as Radio Todderbert. Yeah, we're going to be our own DJ here. Then we'll do final thoughts. Just have some fun here. My camera's not picking up. This is a really bright red. There you go, you get an idea. You can see it's cycling a little bit, but it's really a nice deep red. So it's a little washed out with the camera, but it looks really good. Might even be able to turn off the lights or not. We'll see about that. So I'm going to get lost and trip. Let's see, so I got a Sony MP3 player. We'll try this first. We'll go ahead and plug this in. So it's got the plug-in on top there. Okay. Hit play, let's see. Okay, now we're going to get a receiver and so we can pick up. Now we got a Radio Wow handy. Here we are. A little windy outside. Okay. Okay, I gotta start it.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy.
Okay, so you get an idea. Yeah, it works great. Just like my normal FM transmitter. Sounds fantastic. It sounds good. I was upstairs listening to the radio, transmitting. It was pretty cool. So let's go ahead and I'll just unplug. Actually, no, we'll leave that plugged in. We're going to pause that. We're going to unplug. So we're going to take the MP3 player off and turn that off there. Power down. Okay, so this might be where I haven't tried this yet. Actually, it's my first time on the video. I got CC Pocket, and we got hooked up for using headphones only. So yep, channel 5. We'll plug that in and see if we can do NOAA weather band.
West winds 10 to 20 knots becoming northwest. Slight chance of rain showers and thunderstorms this evening. Waves 1 to 3 feet. Friday, north winds 15 to 25 knots backing to south 10 to 20 knots. Waves 3 to 5 feet. Friday night, south winds 10.
So now my radio has NOAA weather band, yeah, with a little help from its friends.
1 to 3 feet building to 2 to 4 feet. Saturday, south gales to 35 knots becoming southwest. Waves 6 to 9 feet, occasionally to 12 feet. Saturday night.
So that's a neat application, and plus you could also use it for, let's see, whoops. I was on the same frequency on the FM. We could tune into an AM station. I'm on 670 The Score, WCR. I don't know why you do this, but if you had a faint station using a bigger radio and you want to pick it up on a smaller radio.
Relationship-driven, business-focused. Contreras at 221, he set a rough series, 1 for 11.
So now I'm receiving 670 The Score transmitted over 92.9 megahertz. Beautiful.
Well, each of the first 2 Cubs run have made solid contact. Rizzo a warning track flyout, and now a sharp single to left by Contreras.
So very nice. Okay, so there's the demo of the Vogurtime VT-10. Yeah, you can't beat this thing. It's amazing. I'm loving this a lot. I mean, I do say amazing, awesome, and it's the best. You hear that all the time, but this is probably one of the best kits I've made. One of the best because it's so useful. It's going to be sitting in my repertoire of things I may use in an emergency or if I need an FM transmitter. This is fantastic. So let's go ahead and just turn that off. We'll do final thoughts. See if I can stand this up. Come on, buddy, stand up. All right, we're getting there. Figure it out. Vogurtime. You just stand like this. Not really. But there it is, the VT-10. $17.99 at Amazon. Links below. Support the channel. There's quick links in the comments section. What a great little kit for the money. I mean, $18. You get. It's not a very hard kit to build. Okay, like the hardest part was probably that segmented LED. I just took and taped it, and I did 2 corner legs, and then if it was like one was lifted a little bit, you just heat up the one and push down on the display so it's nice and centered. You just do that. Tack one corner, no problem at all. Don't hook up to this spot like I did. That's why there's solder in those holes. I didn't bother trying to remove it, just left it alone. The jack was pretty easy to put in. Switches, just no orientation on this switch, the power switch, and no orientation on the electrolytic capacitors. Those are the major things. You didn't have to solder those little tiny SMT components, which is nice because that would be impossible, that little dude. I'd probably sneeze and it would fly away. But for the money, go out and get yourself one. If you're looking to do it yourself project and you love radio, what's better than a little FM transmitter kit in the house to back up, say, your FM transmitter 2, which I think are getting harder to come by. This is just great. It's portable. It's got the batteries. Now, you could permanently wire it on, I mean, like using those wires, and have a power supply, 3 volt, coming into this thing. So yeah, I mean, the sky's the limit. And then you could have like a weather radio always running, AC powered weather radio, whatever, and you could have it broadcasting across your home. This, like I say, this covers about 20 feet of my house, 25 feet of my house. Majority of my rooms can receive it, which is great. It's just when you start going through multiple walls, you start to lose a signal. But outside, it's absolutely amazing. So there it is, the Vogurtime VT-10. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a big like if you did. 2, if you like the products, Vogurtime, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future kits like this and do-it-yourself projects. And 3, comment below what you think about the Vogurtime VT-10 FM transmitter kit. If you were to buy a do-it-yourself kit, would you be interested in something like this? I'm pretty impressed with what you get for the money. Clear instructions, you get a microphone, you get the patch cable, you get everything you need except for 2 AA batteries, and you're ready to rock. It's fun. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.